Hey Pinners, it's Michelle Held from pintalk.net. Today I have a video about how to save multiple pins or multiple images on one pin. This is known as a Pinterest carousel pin. And here's the one that I created earlier right before this tutorial. So you see if I come over here, this is an example of a carousel pin. I put 4 images on it. I have a title, my description. There's a board. I can save it again to another board if I wish. And here's my description below. If you like this video and find it helpful, please hit the like button below and subscribe to the YouTube channel and subscribe to my mailing list over here, and you will get a weekly digest of all posts and all videos that are posted on the site and then on the YouTube channel. And this is where you could subscribe. So this post about the carousel, Pinterest carousel pin, and you may be familiar with the concept of a carousel pin. You see them on Instagram. They are Google AdWords where you have multiple images. You can scroll through and see it. So what's the benefit is? The benefit is that you can, as a business owner or a blogger or just someone who wants to share content on Pinterest, you can have multiple images and really show off a product or maybe a couple steps in a tutorial with multiple images. So it's very convenient, and it is available to accounts. I have it here. If I hit the plus sign, so upper right corner, hit this plus sign, and you see create carousel as the second item in the menu. It says early access. I see it on all my accounts, so I don't know how early access it is for everyone else, but I do have it on multiple Pinterest accounts. So I am going to click on that, and it's a little bit pokey, and you see it brings up a pretty familiar looking way to pin, just slightly different than what we're used to, but we have this block here, and we can add up to 5 images. So I am going to, again, tap the plus sign. And I was already in here playing around, so I'm going to choose an image. Yeah, let's find something decent. Net neutrality, nothing there for me. Let's go. I like this bear, so I'll take the bear, and you can actually edit the image right on the spot. So here, since it's not the right aspect ratio, right, we want taller images in Pinterest, I can drag it over and just capture the bear and tap crop and X out of this, and my bear is saved. And then hit the arrow at the bottom, plus sign again. I'm going to choose a new image. Let's take our Fortnite image right here. Same thing, I need to edit it because it doesn't have my gunner. Crop my image, X out. And then I'm going to add one more. Let's find somebody. We'll take this one. It's a facial recognition post, so we'll leave that right there. I'm going to add one more after that. Let's take one about apps. See if they have anything good. We'll take this image. All right, so then we'll go with that. So I'm going to take my URL of this blog post. I'll probably get rid of this pin after this tutorial's over, and then I'm just going to say Pinterest carousel pin. And then I am going to go back to my blog post, and I want to grab a description, why I use multiple images in a post. So a little explanation, which I put here right underneath the title. So I have my title, my pin. Of course, I want this to be SEO optimized keywords if you're really on it. And I take, using part of my description, I'm not using the whole thing. I have a URL, and I can also, I want to choose a board. Let's go with infographics and social, which is where I put most of my tutorials about Pinterest and other social media. And I can choose to apply text to all or not. And that is it. Now you see if we hit save, it can be a little slow on the save. I've had some trouble with it with bigger images where it just says there's an issue. So there was a very quick thing at the bottom. See if we can see it again. Where you see at the bottom, it'll say the pin's available when it's ready to view. So if you come back over to the Pinterest account right now, let's refresh that. It's not going to be there yet. And also the one here, here's one that I created earlier. So this one had some trouble saving and told me it didn't save when it actually did. I went back and redid the pin with multiple images. So this is an example of a carousel pin. And you can see I use so you can see that the pin is already ready, and it didn't save in the order that I used. So I can tap on it and I'll see the images that I just saved. And it saved twice because I hit the save key twice, so it created 2 pins. So that's examples of 3. And I like this because it leaves it off what image I left it on. So that is an example of a carousel pin. You may or may not have it available to your account because if you come here, it says early access. I do see it. It's a good advantage for you if you're a business owner, e-commerce site, blogger, someone doing tutorials, step-by-steps, because I could change these images and add a number and say step 1, step 2, step 3. It's nice because your fellow pinners can just scroll through the images right there without actually having to click through on the pin. So it's kind of cool and a nice feature of Pinterest. So hope you found this helpful. Please check out the YouTube channel. This is where this video is going to go right when I'm done. And subscribe to it so you get a notification every time there's a new video. You can subscribe to the newsletter on the website over here on the right hand side and get an email. I don't sell your email address to anyone. I just send out a weekly newsletter and it only comes from Pin Talk, and that's about it. And of course, let's connect on Pinterest as well. Carry on, pinners.